I'm Tim Carter, AskTheBuilder.com, and we're going to talk a little bit about drain tile. But before we do, a couple of quick housekeeping things. Number one, this is not my job. I'm not building this house. It's being built on the street where I live, and I'm just an observer. Number two, if you discover something in this video that helps save you time or money, boy, I would really appreciate it if you would consider buying me a couple of beers. That's not too much to ask. All you have to do is click that thanks text link under the video and simply just buy me a couple of beers. Let's get started. You're looking at the drain tile that completely surrounds the entire foundation. You can't see it on the other side of the wall, but it's there. But way down there, there's another little stub of the pipe. So let's talk about drain tile. This was put in right to a large degree. I prefer that they're placed alongside the footer. Some people place them on top of the footer. And they used the correct size rock. This rock is, gosh, some of them are as big as golf balls. A lot of them are the size of walnuts. But notice that it's just larger size rocks. It is not stone that has got fines in it, or, which is dust or sand. You want the rock to be just like this, because look at all of the black void spaces, in between the rocks. That allows water to penetrate rapidly through the gravel to be able to get to the drain tile. All right, so that's really, really important. The contractor did the right thing this morning. They went ahead and put in this textile fabric. It's just almost like fiberglass. It allows water to go through, but you can see that it acts like a filter. And so when they started to backfill with this sandy, silty, loamy material, you don't ever want any of that to get in here and clog the gravel. So that's really, really important. You have to use a geotextile fabric like this, or if you just have tar paper, it works great. You can also, if you don't even have tar paper, you can use a 16-inch thick layer of straw. Just get some bales of straw and broadcast it over the gravel, and it'll work. It'll do a fantastic job of preventing silt from clogging the gravel. Now, there's one other thing we need to talk about. It's a really, really serious problem, and I talked about it in the under slab drainage as well. Check this out. Here's a really good view. You can see the perforated holes in the drain tile, this row of holes here. So what happens is the water fills up underneath the pipe, and it has to rise up about another 3/4 of an inch before it can flow into the holes to be able to flow down the pipe. There's not a doubt in my mind that they're going to dig some type of trench here and right through here possibly to extend this pipe down to the roadway over the side of this hill here. But here's the issue. I talked about this in the previous video. There's going to be a garage here. This is going to be a garage, a lower garage in this part of the house. You can see where they've created the drop for the slab. But the problem is this particular pipe is not going to have that much material over it. And there's a really good chance, and especially at the other end of the foundation, that the frost is going to penetrate way below this pipe. We're in central New Hampshire, all right? If you're in Florida, it doesn't make any difference. If you're in Georgia, Texas, Southern California, you guys don't have to worry about frost. We do. And what will happen is, if that pipe gets surrounded by frozen soil and frozen rock, it could cause all of the water that's flowing through the pipe to start to freeze, and eventually it will choke off. All right, that's a big, big problem. So this pipe, if you ever put one in, it's got to be protected against frost. So it probably should have jumped down into the ground here and gone down about 3 feet. And then they should have dug a trench all the way through here to get down away from the house. That's probably what should have been done. Now you know a little bit about drain tile. It's really important. I've got a lot of really great columns about drain tile, how to put it in, all sorts of things at my askthebuilder.com website. I urge you to go read those too. There's just all kinds of little tips and things that you need to know. And remember, if you discovered something new, I saved you some time and money, how about buying me a couple of beers? I don't think that's too much to ask, do you? And all you have to do is look under the video. Do you see that big thanks text link? Click it, and I'll take a couple of dark ales. How's that sound? All right, I'm Tim Carter, askthebuilder.com.
If you want to discover more home improvement tips, go to askthebuilder.com.